Welcome to your detox flow. My name is Ashley. We're going to begin in an easy seated position with some 3-part breathing. Root down through your sit bones and grow tall through your crown. Bring your hands to your belly. On the inhale, your stomach's going to come out. As you exhale, your belly button will draw in towards your spine. Remembering that we're inhaling and exhaling through the nose with a slight constriction in the back of the throat as we do this. The belly breathing activates our lower abdominals and the lowest part of our lungs. Moving into chest breathing, draw your thumbs up into your armpits. Fingertips will graze each other in front of your chest. As you inhale, your chest will expand, your elbows will draw towards each other. And as you exhale, you'll come back to center. Continue this with your own breath. The chest breathing opens the center part of our lungs. Next, we'll move into shoulder breathing, bringing your fingers to rest on your shoulders. Elbows become parallel to the floor. On the inhale, you'll rise the elbows up, framing your face. As you exhale, you'll bring them back down parallel to the floor. Continuing this with your own breath. Really reach your elbows high. Fill the air up to the top of your lungs. The shoulder breathing gets the oxygen all the way up to the very top cavity of our lung. On the next exhale, come back to an easy seat. Sit up nice and tall. On the next inhale, rise your arms up to frame your face. Exhale, fold forward, release down. Inhale, slowly round back up to an easy seat. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale, out to angel wings, cactusing your arms, leading with your chest, drawing the elbows close. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale, come back to angel wings. Inhale your arms back up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Right hand comes to the left knee. Left hand goes back. Gaze goes back. Bring the right hand around to your left knee. Give yourself a big bear hug. Inhale your arms back up. Exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Remembering to sit up nice and tall. Release the left hand, grab for the right knee this time. Give yourself another big bear hug. Inhale your arms back up. Exhale, fold forward, release it down. Slowly come back up. Inhale the arms back up. This time grab for your right wrist with your left hand. Tilt your body open to the left. Keep your chin up here. Really feeling expansive across the side body. Inhale, come back to center. As you inhale, come back to center. Cactus your arms for angel wings one more time, leading with the chest. Inhale, come back up. Release your hands down to heart center prayer. Inhale, arms come up, high prayer. Exhale, hands down to heart center. In yoga, when we twist, we wring out our internal organs, helping to detoxify our bodies. Slowly begin to move into a tabletop position, checking your alignment, making sure your wrists are below your shoulders, your knees are below your hips. It's about a fist distance between your chin and the chest, and your gaze is down. Turn your palms so that your fingers point towards your knees. Begin to shift your weight into your fingers, feeling a nice deep stretch in the wrists. Release, come back to tabletop. Extend the right leg back, keeping the toes on the mat. Begin to press into your heel, feeling a nice calf stretch. Inhale, lift the toes off the mat. Cross your foot over your body to the opposite corner of your mat. Look over your left shoulder at your toes here, feeling a nice deep stretch in your hip. Release back to tabletop. Extend your left leg out, keeping the toes on the mat again, firmly pressing into your hands and your heel. Inhale to lift the toes again, crossing over the right side, looking over your right shoulder this time. Release, come back to table, quickly check your alignment, tuck your toes, hoist your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a minute to pedal out the knees here. Find a nice comfortable downward facing dog. Really shine your sit bones towards the sky. Activate through the Hasta Bandha. Distribute your weight evenly. Relax the shoulders down your back. Push forward, plank pose. Strong arms, strong legs. One long line of energy from the crown to your heels. Come back up, downward facing dog. Remembering to check your alignment, maybe pedaling out the knees again. Come back down, plank pose. Remembering to tuck your tailbone. Hoist your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Come back down, plank pose one more time. Hips back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the knees if you need to. Check your alignment. Inhale the right leg high. Open up, half scorpion. You're making circles with your ankle, big circles with your knee. Inhale the right leg back up. Exhale, bring it back down to meet the left. Same thing, second side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, open up, half scorpion. Whatever you did on the first side, make sure you do on this side. Inhale the left leg back up to the sky, really reaching. Exhale it down to meet the right. Bend your knees real deeply. Look towards the top of your mat. Walk towards the top of your mat. forward fold. Drop your hips, circle sweep your arms up, upward salute. Bringing your hands down into heart center, remembering that detoxifying is necessary for growth. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold forward, release it down. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, plant your hands, plank pose, chaturanga down. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Flip over your feet, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step it through, drop the back foot flat, square your hips to the top of the mat, spark through your fingertips, warrior one, checking your alignment here. Relax your shoulders down your back. Inhale to find more length. Drop your hands down by your side. Interlace your fingers. Punch your fist towards the ground. Leading with the chest, inhale. As you exhale, bow forward, humble warrior, bringing your ear parallel to your knee. Remembering to breathe here. Inhale, come back up to warrior one, sparking through your fingertips again. Reach tall. Open it up. Warrior two, really reaching for both horizons. Your gaze is forward. Relax your shoulders down your back. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. High five the back horizon. Your gaze goes up. Inhale to find more length. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Step back, plank pose. Chaturanga down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip over your feet, downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. Inhale the left leg high. Step it through. Warrior one. Spark through your fingertips, reach tall. Release your hands down by your side. Interlace your fingers, punch your fist down. Inhale to find more length. Bow forward, humble warrior. Ground down through your feet here. Inhale, rise back up, spark through your fingertips, warrior one. Really reaching tall here. Open it up, warrior two. Gaze is forward. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. High five the back horizon. Reverse warrior. Cartwheel your hands down to frame that front foot. Step back to plank pose. Chaturanga down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip over your feet. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high. Step it through. Warrior one. Reach tall. Release your hands down by your side. Interlace your fingers again. Leading with the chest, bow forward, humble warrior. Ground down, humble warrior, round up, spark through your fingers, warrior one. Open back up, warrior two. Really reaching for both horizons. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach tall, listen carefully. Bring the right wrist to your right knee. Opening up for extended side angle. Option to stay here. Option to go a little bit deeper, bringing the hands to 6 and 12. Release that right hand all the way down to the ground. Really feeling expansive across your chest. Listen carefully. Bring that other hand down to frame your foot. Pivot all 10 toes to face the small end of your mat. Moving into revolved side angle. The left hand stays on the mat. Right arm goes tall. Gaze is up. Again, getting all the benefits of twisting. Release your hand down to the mat. Frame that front foot. Step back. Plank pose. Chaturanga down. Upward facing dog. Flip over your feet. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale your left leg high. Step it through. Warrior one, sparking through your fingertips. Release your hands down by your side. Interlace your fingers again. Punch the fist down, leading with the chest. Humble warrior. Ground down through your feet, humble warrior. Inhale, rise back up, sparking through your fingertips. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Gazes forward. Sit down low. Relax your shoulders. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Gaze goes up. Bring your left elbow to your left knee this time. Extended side angle. Right arm goes tall. Gaze is up. Open all the way up. Bringing the left hand to the floor. Bring both hands down to frame your foot. Pivot all 10 toes to face the small end of the mat. Revolve side angle, second side. Release that hand down. Step back, plank pose. Chaturanga down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really check your alignment here. Shine your sit bones high. Weights distributed evenly. Moving into twisted dog, firmly root down your right hand. The left hand's going to grab for the opposite ankle. Your gaze is going to go up underneath of your armpits. Holding here, remember to breathe. Release, come back to downward facing dog, taking a breath here in center. Firmly root down through the left hand this time. The right hand's going to grab for your opposite angle, twisting your dog in the opposite direction. Gaze is up under your armpit again. Release, come back to downward facing dog. Hold here. Inhale the right leg high. Step it through, crescent lunge. All 10 toes face forward. The back heel stays lifted. Your arms are framing your face. Twisting our lunge now. The left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. Gaze goes back. Inhale, come back to center. Reach tall. Release your hands down to the mat. Step back. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Step it through. Crescent lunge. Reach tall. Spark through your fingertips. This time the left arm goes back. Right arm goes forward. Gaze goes back. Opening to the other side. Inhale. Spark through your fingertips. Release your hands down to the mat. Step back. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Release your knees down to the mat. Take a child's pose here. Connect with the breath. Slowly come up. Face the long end of your mat. Pivot your toes in just slightly. Separate your legs wide. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale to find more length. As you exhale, bow forward for wide-legged forward fold. Bringing your hands down to the mat here. Your left arm is going to grab your right ankle here. Your right arm is going to go straight up to the sky. Twisting our wide-legged forward fold. Option to stay here, option to take the half bind. The right arm can grab for your opposite hip crease. Really rotate your shoulder up towards the sky. Gaze is up. Took the half bind, release it now. Come back to wide-legged forward fold, taking a breath in center. Switching sides, the right arm grabs the left ankle. The left arm goes high. Gaze is up. If you took the half bind on the first side, take the half bind again on the second side. Half binds, release your arms back up. Come back to wide-legged forward fold. flat back, slowly round up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Heels come in, toes go out, setting up for our goddess squat. Cactus your arms and sit down low. Actively draw your knees towards the back horizon, your back is flat. Do some opposite heel lifts here. Starting with the right side. Inhale, bring the right heel up. Hold steady. Release it down. Lift the left. Release it down. Lift the right. Drop it down. Switch. 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 Good. Wiggle it out. Heel toe your feet back together. Step your feet wide again. Pivot your toes in a little bit. Clasp your hands behind you this time, interlacing your fingers. Punch your fist down, leading with the chest. Inhale. As you exhale, bow forward. Wide-legged forward fold, hands clasped. Remember to breathe. Inhale, come back up. Come back into goddess squat. Cactus your arms and sit down low. Release your hands down onto your knees. Turn your toes in a little bit. Sit back like you're about to sit in a chair, like you're squatting back. Moving into horse shoulder dips. Firmly press your left hand into your left knee. Rotate your torso to the right. Your gaze is going to go up over your right shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Horse shoulder dip in the opposite direction. Right hand firmly presses into the right knee, gazes up over your left shoulder. Come back to center. Heel toe your feet back together, wiggle it out a little bit. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold forward. Release it down. Inhale, halfway lift up, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, plank pose, chaturanga down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Bend your knees deeply, look towards the top of your mat, and hop towards the top of your mat. Forward fold, drop your hips, circle sweep your arms up, upward salute. Release your hands down by your side, Tadasana. Moving into dancer's pose, your left arm comes out like you're about to hold a tray. Your left foot's going to go into your left hand on the knife edge side, keeping a nice external rotation in the shoulder. As you hinge forward at the hips, your right arm extends straight out. Use your balance with the right arm out in front of you, actively pulling the left hand and foot together as you hinge forward at the hips. Release down, shake it out a little bit. Find stability on the right side this time. The right arm goes out like you're about to hold a tray again. Grab for your foot. Left arm extends straight out. Hinge forward at their hips. Hold steady. Release. Wiggle it out again. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold forward. Release it down. Drop your hands, plank pose, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Gomukhasana. Lay the left leg down on the mat, bring the right on top. Heels are close to your glutes, knees are stacked, flexing your toes. Sit up nice and tall, ground down through your sit bones. Extend the right arm up, bending at the elbow. Bring your hand between your shoulder blades. The left arm comes behind you, clasping your fingers behind your back. Again, sitting up nice and tall here. Option to stay here, option to fold forward to go a little bit deeper. Come back up, release your hands behind you, extend your feet out wide. Windshield wiper blades your legs from the left to the right to neutralize your hips. Gomukhasana, second side. Right leg goes down, left knee goes on top, stacking the knees, flexing your feet, rooting down through your sit bones, grow tall through your crown. This time the left arm comes up first, bending at the elbow, bringing the hand between the shoulder blades, clasp your fingers behind your back, sit up nice and tall. If you folded forward the first time, fold forward again this time, go a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back up, release your hands behind you, uncross your legs, wiper blade your legs from the left to the right again. Moving into boat pose. Find balance between your sacrum and your two sit bones. With a nice straight long back, sit up nice and tall. Bring your shins parallel to the mat. Your arms can rest on your shins, or you can extend them out long. You can also extend your legs out long, but keep your toes flexed in. It's okay if you lose your balance, you can come back up a little bit. Find a steady boat pose. Wherever you're at is good for your practice. Release down to low boat, hovering your arms, your heels, and your head above the mat. Hold steady here. Engage your core, round up to boat. Take another breath here in boat. Release, sit in an easy seat. Take a breath here. Extend all the way down onto your back. Give me one big morning stretch. One long line of energy from your fingertips to your toes. Really reaching, remembering to breathe. Come back up to an easy seat. Extend your legs out long, moving into staff pose. Ground down through your sit bones. Sit up nice and tall. Flex your toes in toward your nose. Begin to walk your hands down. Grab for your shins, your ankles, or your feet, yogi's choice. Once you reach your point of sensation, relax your head and neck down for seated forward fold. Remembering to breathe here. Inhale, come back up to center, sit up nice and tall. Keep the right leg long, bend the left knee, bring the heel close to your glute. Ground down through your sit bones again, sitting up nice and tall. Begin to walk your hands forward, reaching for your shin, your ankle, or the foot again. Once you reach your point of sensation, relax your head and neck down. Hold here. Slowly round back up, extend your left leg long, switching sides, bring your right heel to your right glute, ground down through the sit bones again, walk your hands forward, release down. Inhale, slowly begin to round up. Extend both legs out again for staff pose. Flex your toes in. This time moving into Marichasana C. Keep your right leg long. The left foot is going to step over your right knee. The right right elbow is going to lock with your knee. Your left hand goes behind you, gaze goes back. Twisting open here. Remembering to sit up nice and tall. Release, come back to center, wiggle it out a little bit. Switching sides. The right foot's going to step over the left knee. Twisting open in the opposite direction. Your gaze goes out behind you over your shoulder. Release, come back to center, wiggle it out one last time. Moving on to our bellies for locust pose. Relax your arms down by your side, palms face down, spine's in a neutral position here. Your feet are together or at about a hip distance, yogi's choice. When we inhale, we're going to engage our core, lifting everything up off of the mat except for the middle of our body. Just our hips are firmly rooted down. Hold steady here. The spine is long, the gaze is down. Release everything down onto the mat. Your left cheek comes to the mat as well. Taking a breath here. Bring your spine back to a neutral position. Engage your core. Lift up. Locust round 2. Hold steady, remembering to breathe here. Release down, bringing your opposite cheek to the mat this time. Cactus your arms. Bring your spine back to a neutral position. Moving into thread the needle, belly down. Your right arm is going to come up underneath of your chest. Your right cheek is going to come to the mat. Your left arm will extend straight out in front of you. Relax everything down onto the mat here. Begin to slowly release back to goalpost arms. Taking a breath in center here. Moving into thread the needle, second side. Your left arm comes underneath of your chest. Left cheek comes to the mat. Right arm extends out. Melt down into the mat. Release back to goalpost arms. Slowly begin to come back onto your back, moving into supine figure 4 with the legs. Bending at your knees, bring the right heel over your left knee. Clasp your fingers around the left knee and draw it in towards your body. Really squeezing everything in close towards your midline. And a nice deep stretch in the hips here. Sides. Draw the right knee in close, making a figure 4 with your foot. Squeeze everything in, remembering to breathe. Release. Lay your legs out long wide, your arms out to a T. Draw the right knee in towards your chest, really squeeze it in, massage the internal organs. Inhale, and as you exhale, drape the knee across your body. Your right arm's going to go out. Your gaze goes right. Keeping the hips stacked here, the shoulders both flat on the mat. Release, come back to center. clasp your fingers around it. Again, massaging the organs on the left side of the body. Inhale. And as you exhale, drape the knee across your body. Left arm goes out. Gaze goes left. Melt down into the floor. Release. Come back to center. Taking a breath again here. Moving into legs up the wall or waterfall. Align your hips in the hip socket. Flex your toes towards your nose. Palms are down on the mat. Maybe a slight bend in the knees. Just letting gravity do the work here. Engage your core and your lower abdominals. Bring your toes up over your head for plow pose. You can bring your hands to the small of your back, or you can keep them extended straight out, yogi's choice. Wherever you're at in your practice, bring your hands to the small of your back. Moving into shoulder stand. Slowly extend your legs straight up. One long line of energy from your shoulders to your toes. Shoulder stand's awesome because we've been working on detoxifying the body, and it reverses the flow of lymph, which is good for immunity. Bend your knees, bring them to frame your face by your ears for Deaf Man. And with control, slowly lower down, one vertebrae at a time, keeping the knees bent, bringing your feet to the mat last. No rush here. Go at your own pace. Draw both knees in towards your armpits. Grab for the bottoms of your feet for a happy baby. Simultaneously pushing and pulling on the feet while we flatten our back into the mat. If it feels good, maybe rock back and forth from side to side, really massaging the muscles of the spine. We did a lot of twisting and a lot of working on the spine today. Draw both knees in towards your chest, really squeezing here. Again, rocking from side to side if it feels good. Inhale, one more big deep breath, and as you exhale, release everything out. Heels come together, toes fall wide. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Palms face up. Close your eyes. We just physically detoxified our bodies through our practice. Think about how we can mentally detoxify our minds and how we can detoxify our lives and what that might look like. Begin taking some big detoxifying breaths and relax your body. For the next few minutes, just let your mind be still. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly bring awareness into your body, wiggling your fingers, maybe turning your head from side to side. Remembering that one of our main ethical values in yoga is saucha, or purity. And when we practice detoxifying, we become more pure in our lives. Slowly draw your knees in towards your chest. Begin to rock and roll from side to side, front to back. Coming back up to an easy seat. Bringing your hands into heart center. Slowly fluttering your eyes open. Bringing your gaze forward. Thank you for letting me guide you through your moving meditation today. Namaste.